Welcome to Greg and Mortis's Little World of Horror. This is my Slash from the Stash movie review. I do it each and every Sunday of the week, and very excited to be back. It's Sunday, September 28th, and I got, I think, a good movie to review for you. It'll be a mini review, so if you're new to the channel, I don't give away any spoilers, and it's not, a really long, drawn out. It's 5-10 minute little short video of what I thought of the movie. If you haven't checked out my previous video I done today, I looked at my complete Halloween franchise, the complete DVD, Blu-ray, VHS collection. So if you haven't checked that out, go ahead and watch this one, and then go back and watch that one. Subscribe to me so you can get up with all the videos I do on a pretty much a weekly basis. So definitely do that. Thank you to all the subscribers. Today I'm going to look at a film I just recently picked up on Blu-ray. I believe it was last week or this week. But anyways, it's a new release, or newly released. I think it came out a few months ago, but it's from Synopsis Films, and it's none other than Curtains. Dun 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 dun. Love the cover of this, man. Really creepy looking. There's the back of the Blu-ray box. Can't really see it really well, but that's it. And then the spine of it. Then you open up, and there's the disc. Really cool looking. Synopsis Films, I'll go ahead and tell you straight up, excellent job on the transfer of this film. Very impressed with how gorgeous this movie looks. I had seen this movie, I don't know, some time ago. This is from 1983, and I remember watching this. I'd rented it on VHS back in the day when renting VHSs was cool and when it was the thing to do. And I remember it being a grainy film, but what Synopsis Films has done with this is made it a gorgeous, gorgeous film, and it just looks stellar. Very excited to have this movie in my collection. And this one boasts a ton of bonus features. They're called the horrific special features, and there's commentaries, there's interviews, there's the making of. I've not had a chance to watch any of those, so I can't really elaborate on how well done those are, but all I can elaborate on is the transfer of this film is gorgeous. Perfect, stellar job by Synopsis Films. They took the original film stock and was able to make this film look just gorgeous. If I did have a little bit of knot around the outer edges of the screens, it's kind of faded dark a little bit, but it doesn't affect the film at all. And you probably won't even notice it. I did, but you may notice it, you may not, but it didn't hurt the film at all. It just looks gorgeous. So very impressed with the transfer. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and go into the plot of it. I'm going to just read off the back of this Blu-ray box for you, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. But it says, I'm going to take my glasses off so I can read this. Curtains is an absolute must-see for slasher completists, and that's from TerrorTrap.com. It says John Vernon, who played in Chained Heat, National Lampoon's Animal House, and Samantha Eggar, who was in The Brood and The Exterminator, star in this horror classic from the golden age of the slasher genre. Once again, 1983. It says a group of women gather for a weekend casting call at the secluded mansion of director Jonathan Stryker, who's played by John Vernon. And he's searching for the perfect woman to play the crazed character Audra. And these women are just dying for the chance to play her. Stryker's last star, Samantha Sherwood, who's plays Eggar, or Eggar, I'm sorry. Let me get her name. Samantha Eggar, played by Samantha Sherwood, is so determined to get the part, she committed herself to an asylum to prepare for her role. Unfortunately for all, a crazed killer in a disgusting hag mask is viciously murdering everyone one by one. Who will survive the final curtain call? So that's your plot. Once again, the disc, or the cover of it, beautiful, beautiful cover. Straight off the bat, really entertaining film. This film, I can say, does feel a little dated. With that, I'm talking about some of the clothing that's wore, some of the vehicles you'll see in the movie itself, but it doesn't hurt. I mean, it's an entertaining film for me. It does have a few slow moments in it, some time where it drags a little bit, but overall, I thought it was paced well. I feel like they took, point A to point Z, and they were able to plot it together. So I got to give mad props to the director. I think it's Richard Ciopka, or however you say his name. I thought he'd done a great job with it. The cinematography is pretty well done in this one. There's nothing really what I call tricky or hard in most of the shots. It's pretty, set, straight angled kind of shots, but there is some moments, one in particular where a girl, woman, whatever you want to call her, is ice skating and the killer is coming after her, and there's this slow motion where you're seeing the killer and the ice skates are kind of going up and down on the ice, and it's just a really slow motion moment, and then the aftermath of that, I thought that was really well done. There's a few camera shots where individuals are up kind of high and it's kind of the up angle. I thought that was pretty clever and pretty well done. So overall, the cinematography is really good, lit well. I would say the effects for what they were great. There's just not a ton of them. There's not what I would call a ton of kills in this one. And when I say that, there's a lot of murders, but there's really not a lot of on-camera murders. You kind of see what happened leading up and then the aftermath. So you're not getting any blood, guts, and gore in this one. But what you do see is a well-acted, well-directed film. So very impressed with that. It's very, how would I say this? Creepy, but not necessarily scary. It's not one of those that has those jump scares every 5 seconds, or that moment where the cat comes screeching out, or whatever. So it's not a jump scare. It's more of a creepy feel of a movie. So I liked that. And also, there's a doll that's in this movie, and it has a little small part in the film, not a major, but what little time this doll is part of the movie. It is creepy as hell, man. I'm telling you, it kind of is about 3 to 4 foot tall, and basically it's got a pouting face. It's not really porcelain, I don't think, but it does have that porcelain look. It's a real crystallized face, but it's pouting, and it's just creepy as hell. It's kind of like the Annabelle from The Conjuring, and now the spin-off movie that's going to be coming out, Conjuring. Any of those dolls like that always creep me out, man. The Charlie McCarthy's of the day, I used to own one. Just so creepy. Something about a doll, man. And that doll was creepy in this movie. But this movie, the ending, it kind of has a 2-part ending. It kind of has, when the killer's revealed, it's kind of that dun-dun moment. And then there's a spin and a twist that gives you a dun-dun-dun-dun moment. So I thought that was pretty unique in a slasher flick. Is this one of the best slasher films I ever saw? No. But it is a fairly strong entry into the slasher genre of the 80s, where there were so many great slasher films released. This is definitely a good slasher film. I like it. I really do. So for me to say, is this one a purchase? Is this one a flop? It's definitely a thumbs up. Synopsis Films done a tremendous job. I would say search this one out. I'm sure you can find it for the 15 to 20 mark. I'd wait till it gets to about $15 on Blu-ray, then buy it. And I just recommend it. I wish I could tell you about the bonus features, but I just haven't had time to watch them yet. I will definitely be doing that. But overall, I mean, it's a really good watch. Once again, it's called Curtains. And I like it says, the ultimate nightmare. Behind every curtain, someone is waiting, something is watching. And I like that. Once again, the back of it. And can't really see that. And then the disc itself, once again, really cool disc. So for me, Curtains, I love it. And I'll give you a good view. This is what the killer looks like. Really creepy. And this is that scene I was telling you about where the woman was ice skating. I just think that mask that girl or the killer is wearing is just freaking creepy. Love it. So definitely get your hands. It's Curtains. 1983, just recently released within the last month or two or so from Synopsis Films. Get your hands on it. Highly recommend it. So with that, this is Greg Mortis. This is my little world of horror, my slash from the stash movie review. So stay tuned to my next video. If nothing else, next Sunday I'll have my new movie review, so stay tuned for that. Until then, Check me out on Facebook, on Twitter. You can check me out at Land of the Creeps podcast. So it's landofthecreeps.blogspot.com. Definitely subscribe to iTunes or Stitcher or however you listen to podcasts. Do that as well. But until next time, I'm Greg Mortis, and I'm signing out until the next video. Peace!